Why does it always have to get this exciting? Anyway, at least you're back. March, Dunhung, you've been through a lot.
Oh, phew. Himeko, what took you so long? That last wave of antimatter legion came at us like a swarm of locusts. Have you ever tried shooting locusts with a bow?
I wouldn't have made a difference. My orbital cannon can deal with a whole bunch of enemies at once, but I couldn't just blow up the space station with it. Herta would not like that. Are you all right, Arlam? Asta's been worried about you.
I'm fine. A quick patching up will do. Thanks for asking. I'll report the situation to lead researcher Asta immediately. Bye.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express.
In other words, she's in charge of where the express goes.
March hasn't been any trouble for you along the way, has she?
Think carefully about how you want to reply to that. Well, that's the joy of youth. We should take every step forward full of energy. He's a discerning one, isn't he, Danhung?
I have the right to remain silent.
Look at you all. You've already gotten really close. Come on. Asta has been worried about all of you.
What should we do? They said there are monsters in the storage zone, and the gift I prepared for Master Capote is still in the analysis room of the Department of Implement Arts.
You know, there's loads of monsters attacking the space station this time, and some of them aren't even on the station's records.
You're so annoying! Stop saying that!
Hey, how old are you? Don't be a baby. Please stop crying. How about I pretend to be a monster for you, huh? Right.
Projectile radar tracking normal. Telemetry signal frequency unusually high. Maintain at normal levels. Our measurements predict that the Legion is about to unleash over 10 waves of continuous attacks. Everyone, brace yourselves.
Asta, we're back.
Oh, I'm glad you're all back safe. Arlen just told me about the situation at the storage zone and about his injury. Thank you for all your help. In times of disaster, I realize more and more that the space station's researchers are its most valuable assets. Alas, we were ill-prepared for such emergencies. We should have built up our security and combat departments. But on the other hand, the entire crew of the Astral Express seems to be extraordinarily skilled.
What is the current situation on the space station?
The situation is under control for now. The damage to our security system was minor. The intruder only managed to alter a small amount of data, so it was easy to fix. The real problem lies with the researchers. They trust Madame Herta wholeheartedly and never thought that the space station would be breached by the Legion. A broken spirit is far worse than a broken body.
Let's go speak with the researchers. Right now, the space station can't afford any more unexpected turns, especially from within. Have you tried contacting Herta?
I sent multiple letters, all met with silence. You know her, Himiko. The space station is but a mere warehouse for followers and rare items. She doesn't really care about it.
I knew it. No matter. I'll also send a letter to Herta and tell her that we've brought the rare item she seeks. At least that might get her attention.
Oh, that would be of great help. Hello, how can I help you? This is Herta Space Station. As you might tell from its name, it belongs to the distinguished Madame Herta herself. Herta Space Station was originally built as a warehouse for rare items and relics, but Madame Herta also allowed her followers to oversee tasks and conduct research, then gradually turned into a scientific research base. The storage zone you pass through contains all our inventory and is the main research center. The master control zone where we are now is the control center of the whole space station. It is said that the space station also contains Madame Herta's private chamber, where her most precious, rare, and dangerous collections are sealed. And for someone like her, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Even for me, the lead researcher, there are many things she keeps secret. I'm lead researcher of Herta Space Station, but honestly, I'm more like Madame Herta's housekeeper of this place. Madame Herta is a genius, but managing disparate staff, tactfully representing the space station before the Intelligentsia Guild, these are all things beyond her abilities. But as it turns out, they are my forte. Scholars are a lot easier to deal with than those vociferous old geezers back home. No matter how much they drone on about astronomy is just about looking at things that doesn't bring any real value, they all fall silent in front of Madame Herta. No matter the problem, you just needed to say that it was Madame Herta's wishes and all would be fine. After all, Herta herself is a symbol of wisdom. And thanks to her, I can count the stars to sleep. Otherwise, I would have had to inherit the family fortune and, just thinking about it terrifies me. Arlen went to dress his wounds at the rest area. He knows himself well, but if he insists on pushing his limits, I'll give him a good earful. I'm very upset he didn't obey my orders and insisted on searching the storage zone even though everyone had already evacuated. I know he didn't want to leave any researchers behind. The security department is more than just a job to him. But Arlen doesn't care about getting hurt. He only cares about protecting others. It's the only way he feels fulfilled. And it's not that I don't understand where he's coming from. I just want him to look out for himself, too. Herta. She's a member of the Genius Society, one of the proud favorites of the Eon of Erudition. Ever since the birth of Noose, there have only been 84 people admitted into the Genius Society. That is why Madame Herta is extremely headstrong. She only pursues what interests her, and as soon as that interest is lost, she abandons it and moves on. The space station was one such abandoned interest. Anyway, I lent out one of her manuscripts as a resource reference not long ago. It should still be in the Master Control Zone. You can take a look if you wish. Chatting with you seems to have lightened my mood. Seems like talking can really raise one's spirits.
What's the matter? You seem to have something on your mind. Basically speaking, it's a train that travels through space. But more specifically, the Astral Express was a creation of the Eon, Akavili the Trailblazer. As for what the Trailblaze, the Eons, and Akavili are all about, let's talk about it when things have calmed down a little. I don't want to overwhelm you now, do I? Light cones were created by the Garden of Recollection. These followers of the Eon of Remembrance refined memory fragments to create light cones, which preserve memories. But you've already realized it, haven't you? Since light cones can preserve memories, they can also preserve experiences and abilities. That's why light cones are extremely precious rare items under Level 2 restriction by the Interastral Peace Corporation. As far as I know, only the IPC possesses light cone technology authorized by the Garden of Recollection. I couldn't say what deal Herta made with the Garden, but knowing her, it was likely off the books. You should cherish every light cone. They are all precious memories of their original owners. Who exactly you are escapes me, but you seem familiar to me. I have a couple of hunches, but I can't prove any at this point, so they'll be my little secrets for now. Are you concerned about your past? You seem like someone who prefers to look forward rather than back. Or maybe I'm just describing myself. Come find me anytime if you have more questions.
I'll leave the reassurance of the researchers in your hands. If you have any other questions, you're welcome to come to Himiko and me.
Leslie! Sir, I need to go. I need to go find Leslie.
Stupid boy, is your head not screwed on right? Leaving over my dead body. I'll knock some sense into you yet.
Emily, calm down and think about what she would do in such a disaster. 10 cups of coffee, a pill, or maybe hide in a room full of mystic scrolls of eons? Oh, that's bitter coffee. So bitter. Too dang bitter. Oh, sis, where are you? I'm so scared.
We researchers have all taken refuge here. But has anyone given any thought to the non-human life on this space station? They may be part of the rare item collection, but are they not also living things? Don't their rights deserve to be protected? Yes, non-human life. Living creatures that aren't human. Some of which have been collected as rare items and housed in the space station. Most of the researchers disregard their basic rights. Even now, with death staring them in the face, they still refuse to open their minds. And I, Lukash, outstanding researcher of the Herta Department of Galactic Geopolitics, must awaken those pretending to sleep. If you are interested in joining the cause, please stand by my side and repeat after me. Protect rare item rights. Save non-human life. All together, protect rare item rights. Perfect, my friend. Now, let us work together and invite more supporters to join us. Protect rare item rights. Save non-human life.
You see that, Sheila? History always repeats itself.
History? Gun, this is the first time I have witnessed the space station in such disarray.
Oh, Sheila. When we face another dire crisis like this, if you're able to rescue your home planet, will you come back and save us?
Home planet? My home planet? I do not understand what you are saying.
Never mind. If Sheila could hear this, she'd understand.
That's right! That's right! The resentful spirit's senseless obsession turns into a tangible hand, and the shadow of the old disaster will conceal the heavens. That's exactly what was written on the Mystic Scroll of Eons. It refers to the followers of Nanook, the destruction using antimatter to create a galactic weapon of war. I didn't think I'd be fortunate enough to witness... Oh, have you also come to witness the power and miracle of the Eons? Then go over there. There's a good spot right there. Beware of any interferences from your mortal body when observing. You must seize every detail. When an Eon appears, even the tiniest trace must not be missed.
If only I caught the Antimatter Legion sooner. Oh, I'm fine. This pain is nothing, really. I'm used to it. In fact, I should be proud of it. It's a reminder of being able to protect everyone. But, don't tell lead researcher Asta what I just said. My first impression was that she was the daughter of a rich family, owners of a big company. She was kind to me, though. When she went to the space station, I followed her. I don't know much about science, but I'm glad to be able to protect people in pursuit of their research. Whew. There were a few researchers who didn't make it. The rest are fine, mostly minor injuries, but I'm worried about their mental states. Most of them came to the space station because they admired Madame Herta, but now they can't reach her or even their own families. I just hope they can all survive this crisis. I hope all this chaos will end soon.
Push the stick down, Alfred. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong person. Thanks, kid. We're doing some pre-checks for the satellite remote sensing. I'll hold down the button to monitor the signal, and you push the control stick according to my instructions. But first, let's talk about the controls. Up is the spectrometer, down is the filter, left is the reference level, and right is the attenuator. Our pre-checks have 3 steps. Turning on the spectrometer, then the attenuator, and finally outputting the signal to the filter. It's quite a bit to remember. You got everything? Don't worry, I'll go over it again. The controls are up for the spectrometer, down for the filter, left for the reference level, and right for the attenuator. The pre-checks have 3 steps. Turning on the spectrometer, then the attenuator, and finally, are you ready? Wonderful, thank you. That was very helpful of you, kid. Alfred was the researcher in charge of this. He was in the storage zone earlier. He didn't make it back. Abraham was close to him. I don't know how to tell him about it. The top priority is to preserve the space station and concentrate on the work at hand.
I need to leave. I need to run from this forsaken... No, it's impossible. I can run from yesterday, I can run from today, but tomorrow will always be one step ahead of me. Look! The obstacle detection terminal has recorded 142,856 attacks. The next count will be 142,857. I know in my heart that when I see that hopelessly beautiful cyclic number, it will mean the poetic end of my life cycle. Everyone keeps saying that! Things will get better. Things won't always be this bad. Negative, positive, a negative of a negative is a positive. Life inevitably comes to an end, but not today. How insightful. Yes, of course. The closer you approach death, the more you appreciate life. I will pull myself together. Thank you. That was kind of you.
Take the express and leave. I'll stay.
But
Let's go.